This video will show you how to configure parental controls that are found in your Comtrend modem from MVT Broadband. First thing we're going to need to do is to log into the modem, or we sometimes call it a router, and that is HTTP 192.168.1.1. If you'll notice here, we're also using Internet Explorer. We've had some issues with Firefox in logging into these modems, so we might want to try Internet Explorer, Chrome, or Safari, something other than Firefox. First, we're going to need to log in. It's going to prompt you for a username and password. The username is user, and the password is also user. If these credentials don't work for you, give us a call and we'll make sure the user account is set up for you. The next thing we're going to want to do is, as I said, we're going to want to restrict access to a Kindle. And so first we're going to need to know what the MAC address of that Kindle is. And the easiest way to find the MAC address, if the Kindle is logged into the router, is we're going to go here and look at the DHCP and see the different devices that are logged in. Another way would be to probably go to the Kindle and go to maybe some of the advanced setups and see if you can find the MAC address that way. But here's the Kindle right here. And I'm going to copy that MAC address. So I'm going to hold my left mouse button down, drag it across, and then type Control. Try that again. Type Control C to copy it. And now we're going to go to the parental controls, which are found under Advanced Setup. And there's the parental controls. And we're going to want to add parental control. We're going to want to add a time restriction. So click on Add. Now, I want to restrict access to this Kindle from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And so we're going to have to do this in two steps, and you can kind of see why here in a minute. But we're first going to restrict the PM access. So we're going to type Kindle. We're going to call this PM. And right here, it says this is the browser MAC address. This is the MAC address of the computer that I'm using in this example. I don't want to restrict access from this computer. I want to restrict access from another device, which is the Kindle that I've already copied the MAC address. So I'm going to check other device. I'm going to click in the box here and type Control V, which pastes that MAC address in there. I'm going to want to restrict it every day. And then we're going to want to go, first we're going to need to do this in two steps. We're going to want to go from 8 p.m. to midnight. And so we go 2000 hours to 23:59. We're going to do save and apply. And now we want to do this, now we're going to need to do this for the AM hours of the day. So we're going to go ahead and click Add. We're going to call this Kindle AM. And once again, we're going to check other MAC address. We're going to click in the box here and type Control V to paste in that MAC address. We want to restrict it every day. And now we want to start at midnight and restrict it to 8 a.m. Hit save and apply. So now we have the Kindle is restricted from 2000 hours or 8 p.m. until 8 a.m. The next thing I'm going to want to do is now, even when she has access during the day, I want to restrict her access. I don't want her getting on YouTube, so I'm going to put a URL filter in there. And so we're going to want to, you can have two different kinds of URL filters. One, you can have an include URL filter, which just basically means they can only go to these websites. We're going to have an exclude. So we're going to exclude YouTube. So we're going to put youtube.com, and the port number, that's usually going to be port 80 if they're going on if it's an internet website. So we're going to hit save and apply. So now this particular Kindle is restricted from access anytime from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and it's also restricted from going to YouTube any time of the day. And thank you very much for your time.